Jai Baba. I'm going to read two couplets from a poem by Hafez that Meher Baba had read out on August 13th, 1956. These are from The Awakener, Volume 4, Number 1, page 15. If the light of the love of God falls in your heart and soul, I swear by God, you will become more beautiful than the sun in the sky. If the face of God be the object of your gaze, there is no doubt that from henceforth you will be a possessor of wisdom. Now I'm going to read something that Anita found recently in an old notebook. And she copied this down in her own hand years ago. And she has no idea where she got this or from whom. And Baba wrote these 30 lines in 10 minutes, according to Mara. This is a very important early song of Meher Baba. That's what Anita wrote. And it's titled Premy Sema, Unbounded Love. 1. God's glory and radiance is hidden in secret in each and everything. 2. It is in each particle of dust, in the air, in the water, and even in our very pulse. 3. He is the Lord of all creation of both worlds, material and spiritual. 4. His presence is there, even in the smallest particle of dust. He is hidden there as a secret treasure. 5. When the candle is lit in love for him, it is so much in love that it melts and burns until it is completely annihilated. 6. When the moth falls in love with the light, it falls into it and thus gives its life. 7. The rose opens each morning in remembrance of God. 8. When the nightingale sees the rose, it falls in love, ecstatic love with it. 9. Divine love is present in inanimate as well as the animate. 10. The love is present in every moment, even in windows and walls. 11. All religions and rituals are far away and ignorant of this pure love. 12. For the lover, he remembers the form and face of his beloved in his mind and with his every breath. 13. Pure love is beyond wealth, strength, intellect, cleverness. 14. A king and a beggar are one and the same in the court of love. 15. It is very rare for humans to have the courage to become a lover of God. 16. It is very difficult to purchase this love from the love market. 17. One has to go through poverty, helplessness, hopelessness, and oppressive and cruel suffering. 18. It is the lot of the lovers of God to go through all kinds of difficulties. 19. You have to go through being disheartened, pass through helplessness, and suffer all kinds of blame. 20. Millions of such trials are there in this destination. 21. For the sake of the world, Lord Zoroaster had to undergo so much suffering. 22. His end came by an enemy's sword. 23. Christ's life was taken on the cross. He was nailed hands and feet on the cross and was killed. 24. Even Mansour, in the end, died by hanging. 25. The foundation of the Zoroastrian religion is based on the strong foundation of love. 26. The firm knot of the sacred thread, Kusti, is the knot of the firm love of Zoroaster. 27. Zoroaster proved that truth could only be gained through love. 28. Let there be truth in each one's speech, thoughts, and deeds. 29. O Zoroaster, give this divine love to all your followers. 30. It is my request, in the presence of God, we beseech you to help us cross to the other side of the ocean. Anita just typed that out. It gave me a copy. I think she made another copy or two of it. And profound. Help us. First poem. All these poems in the last 6 weeks. Help us. Open the eyes of our heart, O Lord. Help us see what you want us to see. We grow tired of the things of this world. We grow tired of all that is not you. This world is a puzzle wrapped in a mystery. Though you are formless, you touch all. Though you are formless, you take form. The cloak of your being shelters all of creation. O Parvardigar, you cherish and foster your creation. You are the infinitely glorious Ancient One. You come again and again and again. Your treasure resides in each and every one. Nourish us, dear beloved, with your life-giving water. Sustain us with your all-embracing holy light. Keep your sweet Nazar always upon us. O forgiver of sins, remove all our afflictions. You are the creator and caretaker of the universe. You are the wielder of the supreme power. You are the custodian and sole proprietor of all. You give succor and strength to the suffering. O dearest Master, our divine beloved, open the eyes of our heart. Help us see what you want us to see. Help us to see only you. Sanctuary. A family of deer resting in the side yard. They are spending more time here each day. I recognize the mother by her markings. She was born in our yard during a hurricane. A barn owl has made a home in the great oak. We hear its hooing late evening, early night. Does it call for a mate, or is the hoot territorial? Last night I saw it fly, wings silhouetted against the evening sky. Yesterday I heard choir birds singing in the backyard. Chickadees, cardinals, robins, sparrows, warblers, orioles, and Carolina wrens. The bird bath became a pool of splashing delight. The light is changing, the first pollen coating. The days glow longer, daffodils making their debut. I survey all this and more from my chair. My window opens to a world ever changing. Your true nature never changes. Endless, eternal existence evermore. You are love, and love must love. You are nothing but love. This day will move according to its own rhythm. I will bend and bow, but not break. I will lay down all that I am before you. You are my sanctuary, shrine, my sacred haven. February 24th. I cannot hear the words from the next room. I hear laughter, a pause, and more laughter. This goes on and on. Then I hear your name. I hear your name 3 times, each time more loudly. Anita comes into the room with a smile on her face. I ask, what was so funny? She says one thing after another. She doesn't need to say any more. Laughter, like love, gains momentum. It is contagious. It defeats the mind. I once sat before Mohammed the Must. He laughed until I couldn't stop laughing. It is now silent in the house. I hear a distant car on the highway. I hear a child's voice muffled by the wind. My mind and heart balance as I gaze at you. Just now is the time of your birth in Pune. Anita and I stand before you and say your prayers. There is a tattoo sewn on our hearts. Your name stitched with an invisible thread. Whenever we remember you, whenever we say your name, our hearts come into your rhythm. We know you are always here. Sweet bird of exaltation. I had never seen one like it. Seated in the middle of an empty flower pot, her feathers tousling in the morning breeze, the flowers long gone since early winter. She looked regal nonetheless. We watched each other, separated by a pane of glass. Her markings like ruins on her cashmere breast. Occasionally, her eye would close and reopen. How long we observed each other, I don't remember. 3 or 4 times she flew up, as if a string from a great hand pulled suddenly, causing her wings to soar. Every time she resettled in the middle of the blue pot, my heart flew with her, lifting higher. Just before taking wing, her final flight, she looked in at me and opened her beak. I cannot forget that heaven-sent bird. I remember the cold, blustery day. I had been feeling low, my spirit afflicted, buried at the bottom of a basket of woes. I had sent you a message on a wing and a prayer. How was I to divine your loving reply? My troubles flying away, disappearing from sight. That sweet bird of exaltation, soothing my aching heart. Now, as I was reading this, I heard Anita's pen retract, and I know what she was doing. She heard me say ruins, and it's runes. Am I correct, Anita?
Runes.
Yes, runes. Sweep it all away. Tragedy and comedy are the story of our lives. We live and die on the battlefield of illusion. The lover surrenders every moment. The lover suffers a million unseen cuts. What is the beginning and what is the end? Who is the giver and who is the receiver? What is the answer and what is the question? This world contains no remedy, no cure. Take his broom and sweep it all away. Push it, push it, push it all away. Thoughts, words, and deeds, give it all to him. Each of us is made in the image of God. He is the template. He is sovereign supreme. He is our resurrection and destiny. We bow down to him within ourselves. Pass through the black cloud of shadows and gloom. In this vast darkness is a heart of light. You are the resplendent effulgence come into the world. Hold high the lamplight of his love. O beloved Baba, help me. Make of my weakness something useful. Make it a vessel forged by tears of longing. Make it a shrine of your everlasting love. Anita and I have been doing some spring cleaning, and actually Anita's been doing a lot, but I did some in my room, and this poem sort of has to do with some of that. Never absent yourself. I opened a drawer to the past. It had been stuck for so many years. I was surprised at what I found. How much time had passed by. Some jewelry never given, never worn. Old pens, their ink long since solidified. A pad of notepaper from a faraway hotel. A Christmas sticker with a Santa in snow. And a piece of brittle yellow notepaper. The words were written in an assured hand. Block letters, now faded and lacking color. I read the words as if seeing them anew. When had I written this? What had been the occasion? Was it something I had heard? Was it a gift you gave for me to find? I cannot begin to say what these words evoked. What chord of feelings were struck? I could not let it go, nor did I want to. I stood in a daze, thinking of you. When I returned to my senses, my cheeks were damp. The only sound, the ocean roaring at high tide. I felt your soft hand on my shoulder. I could hear your message within me. Never absent yourself from your beloved. Beautiful. The lover strives for excellence in all things. The lover knows the beloved is watching. The lover knows the beloved is listening. The lover seeks to make life beautiful. So you have failed 1,000,000 times. So your faults weigh heavy on the scale. So your nights grow longer than your days. Your unseen perfection is beautiful. Don't fret what passes your eyes. Worry less what comes to your ears. Keep your mouth closed and see what happens. All before you will be found beautiful. There is an adjustment to be made. It begins now and ends here. The lover swallows the world's emptiness. The lover becomes full of that which is beautiful. I saw a fawn leaping and jumping. I heard a dog barking and laughter. The birds singing your melody, your song. How could this day be any more beautiful? You are everywhere, in everything. There is nothing but you. You are unbounded love. You are life. You are life beautiful. This next one, titled Reverie, something that I find myself doing quite a bit. I could not hear the music playing, though all of nature was singing. Everything took direction from the maestro. The imperceptible conductor orchestrated all. The tree branches waved in affirmation. A parade of free-ranging clouds wandered by. The azure sky displayed as robin's egg blue. A crimson cardinal soared against a cumulus backdrop. I saw St. Francis dancing in our yard, his arms outstretched, his eyes looking to the heavens. A ring of birds circled him slowly, their chorus joyful and uplifting. Squirrels and rabbits were running a race. First one to the ancient oak won the day. A butterfly duo appeared on cue, moving briskly from stage left to right. When Anita brought me my tea, I returned to my senses. I realized everyone and everything has a history. All of nature disclosed theirs. How nothing moves but by God's will. I witnessed an unheard symphony. How can I tell you what I really saw? Each and everything revealing his glorious story. Take my hand. And what's that great song? Take my hand, precious Lord. Yeah. Take my hand. Little did I give at first, though it was not from wanting. The rules of this game were new to me. My love was young and fragile. Looking back, I smile at such paucity. You, the giver, gave everything. I could not properly receive it. I could not take it in or comprehend it. Eventually, your love found my hollow places, the ones I hid even from myself. You are the oasis in my desert. You are wondrous underground springs. And so it goes. I can't help loving you. You who are here and not here. You show me you are in all things. Just yesterday, I saw you on a computer screen. You use whatever is at hand. You manifest your glory in innumerable ways. Last night, I saw your light dance on the ocean. Beloved, I have become old, but my love for you is forever young. Take my hand as I walk with you. Hold my heart in the palm of your hand. Closing time. The hand of the clock struck an unknown number. I had wandered in not long before closing time. The tavern master asked me what I'd have. I told him I wanted whatever they were having. The regulars were all sitting at tables. The master seemed to know each and every one. He asked about their families and loved ones. He asked about other matters as well. I felt comfortable right from the start. I drained my glass with a sip and a gulp. I began to feel the effects almost immediately, my cares and troubles quickly slipping away. The master was washing glasses with a 7-colored cloth. He asked me about things that no one could know. He asked about my sadness and wandering. He told me this life has a purpose. He escorted me to the door as he closed up shop. He gave me an embrace as I stepped out under the stars. The master's words kept playing within my heart. He told me not to worry, to be happy, and to remember him. I now wander the world remembering you. I take it all in, come what may. Dear Lord, please help me to always remember you. It is closing time, and I want to always be with you. And this is from the day before Easter, titled Holy Saturday. Tear down your churches, temples, and mosques. Rituals and ceremonies cannot reach the beloved. Set free the imprisoned heart from the ruins. Let the phoenix of your love fly to him. There is more to this life than knowing everything. Tell me, friend, where does the heart live? Does the heart speak of what it knows? Does the heart speak at all? Make your life a conversation with the beloved. Let him tear down your walls. Excavate the living, beating heart. Your interior is more than flesh and bones. Last night, waking, the moonlight flooded my room. I forgot myself, if only for a while. Tidings from another world enveloped me. The ocean of light swept me away on its tide. Who will I be when the morning breaks, when the light of day returns the world to itself? Where will this heart go, caged in its body? Will it fly to you? Where will it go? The days pass with such alacrity. In this world, time stops for no one. Take me to your world, beloved, where there is no time, where there is no limit. And because there's no fool like an April Fool, the last one, April Fool. The lover peels like an onion. Every skin must be shed. It is all a disappearing act. Everything comes and goes. I awoke this morning looking at you after a night with too much dreaming. How does this dream continue manufacturing itself? What is the impetus to keep it all going? I don't really want to know. Dreams can't hold a candle. They cannot survive the light of day. Your glorious sun erases every shadow. I have been cleaning house after a lifetime of accumulation and agglomeration. Shrinkage is what I'm looking for. It is a time of diminishing. It all comes down to dust, the particle that counterbalances all and everything. In the cracks, between the cracks, dust is the powder that covers the world. Oh, beloved, you are in every particle. Oh, Meher, you are every particle. How easy it must be for you to make me the dust at your feet. That's it for today. Jai Baba.